What if I told you that some of history's most celebrated ancient empires, those we were taught to admire, committed acts so horrific they'd be prosecuted as war crimes today? From mass executions and mutilations to human sacrifice and scorched earth campaigns, these ancient regimes weren't just conquerors, they were machines of terror. Stay with us, because you're about to uncover the chilling truths these empires tried to bury. Ancient civilizations gave us language, law, architecture, and culture, but beneath the marble columns and golden monuments lies a trail of unimaginable cruelty. Today, we expose the darker legacies of empires like Rome, Assyria, Egypt, Carthage, and China, whose actions, by modern standards, were nothing short of war crimes. Brutality was not the exception, it was the foundation of power. Assyria, the art of terror. The Assyrians, ruling Mesopotamia between the 10th and 7th centuries BCE, were infamous for their psychological warfare. Their kings recorded their own atrocities in stone. King Ashurnasirpal II proudly described impaling enemy leaders, burning entire cities, and flaying rebels alive. One inscription reads, "I cut off the limbs of the officers, I burned their young men, and flayed many." These acts weren't hidden, they were proudly displayed to terrify surrounding nations into submission. Rome, civilization or cruelty? The Roman Empire gave us law, engineering, and language, but it was also one of history's most methodical killing machines. In 146 BCE, during the Third Punic War, Rome annihilated Carthage. The entire population, over 150,000, was either killed or enslaved. The city was leveled, and salt was poured on the soil. After the Spartacus slave revolt, over 6,000 crucified bodies lined the Appian Way, an unmistakable warning etched into the roads of Italy. This was control through terror, not justice. Ancient Egypt, hidden atrocities. While we remember Egypt for its pyramids and gods, its military history reveals a darker side. Pharaohs like Ramses II often depicted themselves smiting helpless captives, Nubians, Libyans, and Canaanites, sometimes shown tied, beaten, or decapitated in temple reliefs. These campaigns weren't just for defense, they were for glory, territory, and domination. Entire towns were enslaved, and even children were taken as prisoners. Brutality was divine theater, meant to show the pharaoh's power over chaos. Carthage and human sacrifice. Carthage, famed for its navy and wealth, concealed a horrifying religious practice, child sacrifice. In the Tophath of Carthage, archaeologists discovered urns filled with charred bones of infants and toddlers, often accompanied by inscriptions to the gods Baal-Hamon and Tanit. Ancient sources, like Plutarch and Diodorus Siculus, claimed that during times of crisis, Carthaginian elites sacrificed their own children to win divine favor. While some debate this scale, even the archaeological record points to a terrifying reality: ritual death as sacred offering. China's Qin Dynasty, death by unification. In 221 BCE, Qin Shi Huang united China under a single empire, but it came at a staggering human cost. To silence dissent, he ordered the burning of historical texts and the execution of hundreds of scholars, many buried alive for opposing him. During the conquest of the Xia state, it's recorded that over 400,000 surrendered soldiers were executed, likely buried in mass. The Great Wall itself was built by forced labor from criminals and prisoners, many of whom died during construction. His vision forged China, but with blood and censorship as its mortar. These weren't isolated events. They were systemic, ritualized, and often celebrated by their cultures. If such acts occurred today, they'd be tried at The Hague. So why do we still glorify these empires without acknowledging the suffering they caused? If this video opened your eyes, support us by liking, subscribing, and tapping the bell icon. Share your thoughts below. Which empire's crimes shocked you the most? And what other hidden truths from history should we uncover next?